You ready? Ready.
What do you want me to do, Tom? I'm here to work.
I want you to intro the fucking show. That I want you to do.
That nigga spitting.
I'm asserting my dominance.
Okay, welcome to the AWO podcast. We are the assholes with opinions. I'm your moderator and host, Sonny. We got the damn Deacon.
I'm Tyson Fury after winning the championship.
You playing the
You a
part?
devil
Motherfucker
dressed
gonna
for
lose
the
it all, man.
Yeah,
You
a
look
devil
like
dressed for the role.
You look like a
Yeah,
drug using boxer. That's what you look
I
like.
swear. We got G Gaines, aka Gainesville.
That man just worried about. See, he all about him. I ain't get the intro yet. He just running him out. See that shit?
Hey, let's make sure that we give proper respect to Deacon's intro video, since he seems to feel like me and Gaines don't really give a fuck about it.
I be trying to skip my shit. This shit is a fucking war going on in the fucking backstage, guys.
Yeah, there's a lot of politics going on backstage this season. All right, Pete, come on, man. What you got?
Yo, all I'm saying is sometimes in life, man, you gotta just assert your dominance, man. You can't be one of the pack, man. You gotta stand apart. Like this little girl right here.
Get him, Maverick! Get him! Get him, Maverick! 2 points for Quinn! Quinn!
Now you see, here we got a little girl who is asserting her dominance in the family. Neither the older sister or the younger sister gets a pass on this goddamn balance beam, man.
There can be only one.
There can
be only one.
Hey, man, she looked at that baby for about 3 seconds.
And decided.
Then she decided, bro, you can get it too. You can fucking get it.
Welcome to hell, bitch.
Ain't nothing sweet, man.
Hmm?
Oh
she
my
looked at
God.
that baby and decided, all right, I done knocked off this older one. This baby is the next fucking threat.
Because she looked,
she
looked like her initial thought was, damn, but he crawling, she a baby. You know what? Fuck that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. That shit was a real life Game of Thrones moment on that balance beam, man. She fucking Cersei, shit. Man. Cersei said that baby had to get it.
Bruh, that shit was great.
Speaking of fucking asserting your dominance, did anybody see Dante Wilder get his ass whooped in Black History Month? The whole Wakanda was disappointed in what happened, man.
Wait, hold on. Let's talk about this shit. Let's break this shit down. We fresh off the Deontay Wilder Tyson Fury fight. Deacon is feeling some type of way about this fight.
Yeah, man. I'm feeling
the shit pretty much went the way I thought it was gonna go. Gaines, what say you?
I didn't think it was gonna go like that. I thought Wilder was gonna either win real early or he was gonna lose by decision. That's what I thought. I was wrong.
Even if he lost by decision, I didn't think he was gonna get his ass bludgeoned. Like, I thought Fury was gonna pepper him up, but not like fucking dominate his ass. Like, that shit was fucking crazy.
Hey, look, when I watched the weigh-in, right, and I saw how much Deontay had bulked up, and I was telling Pete Gaines, I was saying, I think that their game plan was to bulk him up and knock Tyson Fury out early in the fight. I think his corner, his trainers knew that if the fight went on, he didn't really stand a chance with it. Just my opinion. Tyson Fury is just a better boxer.
Yeah, agreed.
He's just a better boxer. You know what I'm saying? And I think when his trainers, they knew that, and the plan was to put Tyson Fury on his ass super early. They wanted that 12 round. They wanted that 12-round KO in the first 3 rounds.
But you know my problem with that though? The last fight showed like he put this motherfucker down in the 12th round.
No, I'm not gonna let you do that. he did not put that man down in the 12th round. He took that motherfucker in.
Yeah. He
in
almost killed that
in the 12th round.
Oh, down goes One Fury! Mamma mia! Deontay Wilder!
Now, Tyson Fury arms was like this on the mat, man.
But
Tyson Fury's leg was cocked up. Tyson Fury was laying on the mat in that pose that you get when you've been drinking too much and you just say fuck it and fall asleep on the couch. That's how Tyson Fury was laying on the mat. So we're not going to say he just knocked him down. No, he put him to sleep.
You leave the weight off of him and let him keep that power because it's an eraser. Like, even if you getting your ass whooped for 6, 7 fucking rounds, and he fuck up one time late.
One punch is all it takes.
That shit's over. But with how much weight he had in this fight, he was done. Round 5, he was gassed out.
Yeah, he was gassed up. But I saw something on Twitter with Skip Bayless was talking about. And I mean, I'm not a boxer, so I didn't even really pay attention. But when I went back and watched it after he said it, Skip was talking about the fact that every time they clinch, Tyson Fury was leaning on Deontay. And he was like, in boxing, when they be doing that, they do that so their opponent can't catch their breath. And he was like, basically, Deontay didn't get any rest or any air, nothing like that, because Tyson also was heavier this fight.
Yeah, he was the biggest he's ever been, right?
Yep.
There was a 40-pound weight difference between the two of them.
Yeah, but it was the same in the first fight.
Weight difference.
First fight, Tyson Fury was 250 and Deontay was 212.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. For you to go up to 230 and your opponent go up to 273.
Yeah. And another thing is Deontay having to get up off that ground as many times as he did.
He puts him down! Fury scores the knockdown! It belies his skill and his nimbleness. And another knockdown is scored! Oh! He's chasing.
Yeah, like that motherfucker had to get up, and then as soon as he gets up, there's 275 motherfucker pressuring him right now. It wasn't no break. It wasn't any break. But no, there was a fucking series in that match, man, where Tyson Fury was in there close, dirty boxing, and he hit this motherfucker with 3 unanswered uppercuts. I've never seen no shit like that.
But listen. Hold
on. You mean to tell me he went there and did that shit like the Rocky movie? Like he really did like
Mind you, he took he took the most underused punch in boxing and threw 3 of them bitches back to fucking back. And connected with all 3 of them.
He hit the start button like on Punch Out, like Lil Mac did uppercut.
You know how Deontay was fucked up. Like the first time he got knocked down when he went down to his stomach. When you go down and then try to pop up your head real fast. That's how you know you fucked up, boy. You fall forward and then try to sit up real quick.
Yeah.
Like trying to act like that shit didn't happen. That shit just happened, man.
I think it's a significant fight, because one of the things that I know Deke had a problem with when I talked to him this morning, was everybody all of a sudden, Deontay Wilder's done, he's finished. You know what I'm saying? He got his ass whipped in Black History Month and all that kind of shit.
That fucked up, man.
All that kind, and all that kind of shit. The motherfuckers was saying or whatever. So, what's your issue with that, D?
I got 2 huge problems. 2 huge problems with what happened last night. Number 1, this is why I love the UFC. Because, like, if the best fight the best, somebody's got to fucking lose, man. Like, it's okay to have a loss. Mike Tyson, Muhammad Ali, Lennox Lewis, Evander Holyfield, they all have lost, man.
Right.
Like, having 1 loss is fine. I'd rather Deontay have the 1 loss and have fought Tyson Fury twice than for him to be undefeated and they not fight at all. You know?
Right.
Like, I'd rather him have the one loss. But nowadays in boxing, like, if you're not undefeated, they just be tossing you to the side. And my second problem is, man, and this is just the ex-athlete in me, the ex-football player.
This is where we gonna disagree. Go ahead.
Yeah, like, bro, you in there, you trained all this time for this fight. Like, your mentality is, I'm here to fight. Like, whether I'm getting whipped or not, like, let me go out on my shield. Like, don't quit for me. Like, I would have such a huge problem with that shit. Like, don't quit for me. Like, let me go out. You know, let me go all the way out and carry me the fuck out of here. You know?
Now,
I can live with that. I couldn't live with it that way. Like, you quit. You quit for me. I'm not a quitter. You know, don't quit for me standing on this corner, man. Let me go out.
Yeah, but see, that's a difference with football or something like that. When she's getting punched in the head repeatedly, like that was not. I mean, I understand what you said, but I think they should have threw the towel. You just told me that this man caught 3 Little Mac Star uppercuts on the corner in one time. Like, like he would have stayed there and went on his shield. He'd have went on his shield with brain damage. You've been talking. You know,
no. I'm glad you said that, Gaines. I'm glad you said that. This is what I was trying to tell Deke. This is what I said. This is what I know we're gonna disagree. I'm gonna start like this. I agree with you as far as the mentality. I agree with the mentality, and he even said it in the post-fight interview. He said those exact words. He said, "Man, let me go out on my shield."
Yeah, like, let me go out, man.
But the other side of that is, you a fighter. When you in the ring, you got a job to do. Your trainer also has a job to do. His job is to protect his fucking fighter. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You could go, bro. Tyson Fury could have. I'm not Tyson Fury. Deontay Wilder could have went out on his shield and, like Gaines said, end up permanently fucked up. If that fight would have went another round, got stopped in the 7th. If they would have went into the 8th, Deontay Wilder wouldn't even been able to pick his arms up.
But let
he
me
wouldn't
tell
even
you,
been able to pick his arms up.
Yeah,
Let me finish this point. And I'm gonna let you go. The job of his corner and his main trainer is to protect his fighter, especially in situations where the fighter cannot protect himself, man. He was taking shots, like Gaines said. He was taking unanswered fucking shots to the face. He couldn't even throw punches back. Deke, you said yourself, Tyson Fury landed 82 fucking power punches.
82 of them bitches.
82 power punches. Dude, listen. I'm almost done. I'm almost done. I'm going to wrap it up with this right here. They could throw the towel in for him. He take this loss. He going to have a career. You know there's going to be a Tyson Fury 3. I do not think Deontay Wilder can beat Tyson Fury. I said that shit going to this fight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I don't think it's a right now thing because he's 35. You know.
No, I just think in boxing and when people are fighting, it's a motherfucker that just got your fucking number. I fought this fucking Samoan one day in the field. That fucker just had my ticket, man. I couldn't do shit with that big something. Couldn't do nothing with him. But I just think Tyson Fury has Wilder's ticket. And his corner was looking at it like, bro, we can fight this shit out another day. And I think when Deontay Wilder gets over the fact of, like you said, quitting for me, he was mad last night. I think today he appreciates that throwing the towel in.
And that's where I don't agree. Because what you are saying is 100% true and 100% rational. But I'm telling you right now, because I understand the mindset. If you talk to Deontay Wilder right now, yeah, permanent damage is on the table. We all understand that. I guarantee, if you tell him you finish out this fight, you're never going to be able to fight again, I guarantee he want to finish that shit. I guarantee it. Because you want to know why? This is the dumbest shit ever. Like, playing with a fucking concussion, your brain is sitting on fucking blood that's in your head.
Yeah.
Just saying it out loud sounds dumb, right? It sounds dumb.
Right.
But back in the day, you give me the choice, I'm going to do it. Like, it's just, like, I don't give a fuck. We down 50 to fucking nothing. Like, I'm coming in the hole. I'm hitting this motherfucker as hard as I fucking can. Like, the shit is just gonna happen. You know? It's just in you. It's just here. Like, if he could, you ask him today, I promise you, he would have rather been put down, man, than have that shit go that way. He'd have rather been put down. No matter what it meant.
No.
So I got two things real quick. So first off, how we gonna just glance over Sonny fighting Samoans in the field like fucking Fast and Furious 10 or whatever that is? Oh, Hobbs and Shaw, whatever that shit is.
Yeah.
We gonna just glance over that. You know who else went out on this shield? Apollo Creed. You see what happened to his ass? He went out on his shield too. Rocky ain't won't throw that towel. And what's his name? Sonny, I forget his name. The train. Throw the damn towel.
Tony Duke.
Throw the goddamn
Apollo went out on his shield, and if he dies, he dies. That man, he was getting hit with like the specialty moves, man, in the video game.
To your point though, that's what Apollo wanted though. Apollo yelled from the ring. No,
right. You're right.
That fucking time.
You're right. No. You're right. You're right about that. And I understand that killer instinct. I get it. But what I'm saying is, you can't just tell Deontay Wilder, hey, you finish out this fight and you'll never fight again. No, hey, you finish out this fight, you're going to piss in a bag for the rest of your life. Hey, you finish out this fight, you're going to finish the rest of your life out in a fucking chair. Hey, you finish out this fight, you ain't going to be able to talk to your babies for the rest of your fucking life. Hey, you finish out this fight, you will not walk away from this fucking ring.
I'm not saying that shit is a smart. It's not smart. Like, saying it out loud, it doesn't make sense, right? But I'm telling you.
No.
God damn it.
Even if Deontay Wilder felt that way, right? Yeah. Let's say I'm agree with you 100%. That's how Deontay Wilder felt.
Yeah.
Right? His trainer is not going to allow that to happen. That's not his fucking job. His job is to protect his fighter. He did his job. Whether Deontay even agrees or doesn't agree, 100% of what you're saying. Even if Deontay is like, man, fuck you, bro. You quit for me. Yes, I did. That's my fucking job.
Yeah, because it's also the trainer's. It's the trainer's mindset to be like, well, fuck. I don't give a fuck if he mad at me. Guess what? He here tomorrow to be mad at me. You know what I'm saying? Fuck it. Be mad at me. You know.
Didn't he die? A boxer died a couple of months ago, something like that.
Yeah.
And he died in the hospital. Yeah, in the last year, right? He died in the hospital after the fight. That could have been him being stopped that fight.
You're right. All I'm saying is
that point right there. That's my biggest problem. My bad, D. That's my biggest problem though. What Dick is saying is, if something would have happened to Wilder in that fucking ring and his corner didn't stop it, they would kill them people today, man.
Yeah, they would kill the corner. But my only point is, when Deontay woke up today, him getting bludgeoned by Tyson Fury, that part didn't bother him. Him losing his title, that part didn't bother him. It's the fact that he didn't control that stop it.
Yeah.
That they stopped it for him. You know what I'm saying? That he never quit. They stopped that shit for him. That's the part fucks with him today. It's not him getting his ass whooped.
No, I can see that. I would definitely agree with that. But I would say too though, I feel him. His trainer
feel the people too,
yeah.
Because them people care about him too. It's probably
exactly.
Cousins also shit in this corner, right? So
that's just like we out. Like the three of us are out somewhere.
Well, hold on.
And I know.
Now look, the three of us out. And I'm getting my ass whipped like that.
Yeah.
You better get
That's all. Just
fuck throwing in a towel. You better put a dime on this.
That's what I was just about to say.
You better jump the fuck out.
So we out somewhere. So we out somewhere. That's what I'm about to tell you. So we out somewhere, and somebody challenges you for your 24/7 hardcore title.
They want the goddamn belt.
Hey, and this motherfucker's
in the match. They want to fight.
Hey. Look. This motherfucker's giving you the business, right? And I look at Gaines and I'm like, shit, bro, I'm finna jump out, man. I'm finna beat. And Gaines said, nah, he wanna go out on his shield. What the fuck?
Hey, y'all motherfuckers help.
Brian got up, that shit was over. I walked over to y'all like, what the fuck were y'all doing over here?
Like, bro, we thought you wanted to go out on your fucking.
Bro, and that nigga scooting me by the light, bro. Y'all supposed to be over there.
Like, bro, when he kicked you the 5th time, I wanted to come over there. But I was like, bro, you want to go out on your fucking shield.
So he gonna be like,
I'm not going to stop this shit. You be pissed at me.
Say, man, y'all niggas help.
Hell.
Why you keep saying the N-word, man? Why you keep saying the N-word?
Damn, man.
Are you bullshitting? This what me and Dick were talking about Tyson Fury winning this fucking fight, man. Bro, this might not be the best thing to happen.
This might not be.
This might be the worst thing to happen to Tyson Fury.
This might be. Gaines, if you remember the last time Tyson Fury won a title, this motherfucker disappeared for 3 years on a goddamn bender, man.
Yeah.
Motherfucker almost killed his goddamn self.
Yeah. You know Tyson Fury was a junkie.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Like, the last time, like, nobody has ever whipped Tyson Fury's ass, man. Tyson Fury said the only thing that can beat him is drugs and depression.
Oh, he said, bro, no, he said, man, he said no.
I heard when he said that.
He said no man. He said no man born of a woman can beat me.
Can you imagine, bro? We've been waiting since the fucking 90s for the damn heavyweight division to get back popping and right.
Yeah.
Now that the shit is back popping, Deontay fade out because he done took a loss, and Tyson Fury go on another fucking 5-year bender.
A fucking bender.
This shit over. All we left with is Andy Ruiz fat ass.
The crackhead showed up, whipped his ass, took the $500,000 crack giveaway.
On the go.
Hey, gang. Hey, you know how, like, when you be at work, right?
Uh-huh.
And, like, everybody kind of suspects that Jimmy smoked rock, you know what I'm saying? Everybody kind of suspects that Jimmy smoked rock, but you don't know for sure until that one payday. Y'all get paid that Friday. Jimmy don't show up to work Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, right? So then Thursday, Jimmy come back to work, right?
Yeah.
Don't Jimmy be dressed just like DK? The last time you seen Jimmy on Friday, Jimmy had a 3-piece suit on, bro. Jimmy disappeared for 3 days and walked back in the job dressed just like DK. Jimmy done been up 5 days straight, dog. Jimmy done been up for 5 days straight and walked back in the job looking.
Hey, that what happened.
Right
that what happened.
He
was a wrestler. He a coach.
Jimmy at my job thought I was gonna rock with him. Jimmy said, hey, got a couple bumps in the car. We was at a fucking wedding. Jimmy said, hey, got a couple bumps in the car. I said, couple bumps of what? He said, man, I got some coke in the car. I said, man, I don't do no fucking coke. He looked at me disgusted.
Was you dressed like that? Was you dressed like that?
No, I wasn't dressed like that. That motherfucker looked at me like this. He said, really? I thought you were a coke guy. I said, why the fuck do you think I'm a coke guy? Get your ass out of here, man.
Nah, motherfucker. Pepsi, not Coke.
When a motherfucker look at you and say, damn, I always thought you was a Coke guy. Hey, but I'm glad you said that, Gaines. So when we started this season off, Deacon had a goal that he wanted to achieve. He wanted to stop using that word on air as much as he did last season. We are now 5 episodes into season 2, and Deacon has failed fucking miserably at achieving his fucking goal. Right? I think it was season 2 or season 3. Gaines counted, and Deacon used the N-word 17 fucking times in 45 minutes.
Yeah, watch, nigga.
Yeah, let me tell you, it's a lot harder than you fucking think, man. It's a lot of niggerish shit happens in the goddamn world on a daily basis, man. Motherfuckers always doing stupid shit.
No, but look, on some real shit. Because, you know, we've kind of watched, since we started the show, we've kind of seen a lot of other platforms, a lot of other podcasts have this debate. We've seen the debate going in the mainstream. But even amongst each other, we've never really had this conversation. So I want to ask today, while we in Black History Month, probably when this episode comes out, we'll probably be out of Black History Month. But which I got a problem with that too, by the way. But another time. how do you really truly feel about the use of the N-word?
I'm mixed on it. Because if you asked me this question a few years ago, I'm going to have a different response, right? Because, like, I'm just now getting to the point where, like, maybe it bothers me a little. Before, it didn't bother me at all. My thing is, man, that word has a lot of negative history in our community. And I think now, today, I think if we don't be careful, we're going to forget that negative history. Because today, in like the younger generation, every time they say it, they're not thinking about none of that. The negative impacts that were behind this. Because now, you look sometimes now, some of these younger motherfuckers, their grandmas wasn't even around back then. You know? Like, we all got parents who was around during that time. You know what I'm saying? Grandparents who was around during that time. But these younger guys don't even have grandparents who was around back then. So it's getting lost. And I feel like to keep history, we have to let it be known that this word is serious. You know, like it's not something to just be thrown around lightly. And I'm the biggest like, I use the word more than anybody, but like a while ago, I used it a lot more than I do now. But still, I'm trying to change it for myself because that's how I feel. Like the history is getting lost. And if we let the history get lost, it's bound to repeat itself.
Yeah.
I can see that. And I think is a negative connotation to it. But then the other thing is, my thing, if you notice, right, like if you look at music, if you go to try to buy music, all the other racial words like that have been blocked out. Like you can't say none of that, but you can still say that word everywhere. You know what I'm saying? You don't even get a parental sticker if you say that word, but you can't say nothing else. Like if you go and download, like I went to download All About the Benjamins, right? I downloaded All About the Benjamins. They blocked out. He said stack chips like Hebrews. They blocked that out. They said you can't say that, right? They had stuff in Menace to Society, straight up Menace. They blocked out, right? You can't say none of that. But that's the only thing that's promoted freely. There's no restrictions on that. You can't say you think of look at all the words you can't say and look at when they came about and then you look at that word, but you still could say it everywhere. You know what I'm saying? I think it's promoted out there like that. So that's why I try to not say it, but I mean it happens every once in a while, but you gotta remember that too. You know what I'm saying? Just think about it. When the last piece of art you bought, or when I art I mean movie, music, anything that you purchased and you saw racial slurs in it that was not that word.
Yeah.
Right.
And then another thing that bothered me about it is like, just this is for me personally. Like, it's a choice, right? Because when I'm at work or I'm at a meeting or something like that, I don't use it then. So if I cannot use it then, I cannot use it anytime. You know?
Except
like
on the
it
show.
shouldn't be that hard.
Except on the show.
Except on the fucking show. Right.
Because we talk about all this niggerish shit on.
Yeah, but see that's kind of where I come out with it. Kind of piggybacking off of what you said just now. My biggest problem with it is the acceptance that we have developed, like just as a people, as a community, for that word. Now, when I was younger, yeah, I used to use that word recklessly. Sure did. I'm no better than anybody else. But like today, it does bother me. Like honestly, today it really, really does. And my biggest problem with it is the fact that like if you go out here and you call another black man king, or I mean not king because folks they throw that shit around now, but we accept that word so openly. And it was when Barack Obama was leaving office, right? Now, I'm no fucking Obama fan. I'm gonna just say that. I don't give a fuck how anybody feel about it. That's just my fucking opinion. Fuck you if you don't like it. That's how I feel.
That was some nigga shit right there.
The thing is this though, love him or hate him, he still represented something. You know what I'm saying? He still represented the first African American president, right? He still represented that idea. Love him or hate him, however you feel about him, his politics, or whatever, he still represented that idea. And on your way out the door, on national fucking television, you got this stupid ass comedian standing up here during it was like a dinner or something. Y'all probably remember what I'm talking about.
Correspondence ball.
Correspondence ball. Right. The correspondence ball. This is one of his last public appearances in that role, right? 8 years he sat in that role. And you got this comedian on national fucking television and this room full of fucking the world looks over and says, Barry.
Yo, Barry, you did it, my nigga.
And Obama just kind of chuckled and, he did like that shit. And I just sat there and I was like, wow, like the fight, the argument over that word, the debate is over at this point. You know what I'm saying? The debate is really fucking over. The fact that we have accepted it and we continue to use it and call each other that, even when we just joking around. I used it at the top of the show, joking around, because I knew we were going to talk about this, you know what I'm saying, on the show.
Yeah.
Even when you use it in jest and shit like that, the fact that we accept a word that carries so much blood and negative history and that was used to make us less than human. Like you said, the history being lost, I think that's the fact that also is a big part of that history that's being lost. This word was used so that I don't have to give you a fucking name. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
This word was used to make you less than fucking human. You know what I'm saying? So that's my biggest problem with it, is the acceptance of it.
But
go ahead.
I want to play devil's advocate here too, because I'm also on the side of taking the power back, right? Like having that word belong to us. Because if you look in the world, popular culture is our culture. It's what we do. What we do becomes popular. What we do becomes accepted. You know?
Okay, so I guess this is the episode where me and you are just gonna be disagreeing all fucking episode. Go ahead, finish your point. But I gotta play devil's advocate to your devil's advocate.
It's like we have changed the negative connotation on the word in our community. But my thing is, with that, we have opened the fucking floodgates to where, like, other communities, like you got people over there in Asia and Korea, they outside calling each other my nigga, dabbing up, all this type, because they think that's what's cool.
Right. I don't think it's accepted. I think it's just out there like that. It ain't accepted in the power. I don't get to take the power back because if somebody else calls you that, the power's still there. You still getting his ass whooped.
See, that's the point that I was going. That's the point that I was going to make.
Power ain't there. That's just the perception. The perception.
That's the point that I was going to make.
Do it and you can't. You
know,
that's
that term of endearment shit is some bullshit. And I'm gonna tell you why it's some bullshit and why I disagree with that term of endearment shit and we taking the power back or whatever. If somebody out here calls you a nigger and they don't look like you, you're going to punch them in their fucking face.
Yeah, I'm gonna have a huge problem.
You're gonna have a huge problem with that. So how can we say that we've turned it into a term of endearment or we've taken the power away from it when it still has all the same power? It still has all the same power. It still has the exact same effect. It elicits a fucking emotional response. If someone... Go ahead.
But, like, what are you going to do? You at a concert. It's fucking 10,000 white people in here yelling nigga every time the dude on the stage yells nigga. You ain't fighting all 10,000 of these motherfuckers in.
You're not fighting all 10,000.
Right, and it's normalized thing. I
Right.
guarantee you, them 10,000 people ain't gonna say not one other racial slur with that connotation. You know what I'm saying? They're not gonna say that 10,000 at a time. They've just put that out there to where this is okay. You know, it's okay for you to use the word we use on all your people. It's okay to do that, and we will market it, put it in the box, and sell it for you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's okay. But if you mention any other word in any other form of art, we're gonna blank that out. Can't say that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's the thing. That's why it's out there like that. It ain't
Dog,
like now it's to the
that's
point
just the way it is.
like the word faggot is a bad word now. Like you motherfuckers even scared to even mention.
Dog,
Goddamn
you won't see or hear that word anywhere. Nobody is gonna get up and say anything about this faggot or this kike or this spick or
But
this
remember how
shank or
common
this whatever.
faggot
Dang,
used
you
to
ran
be, though.
off a whole lot really quick. Like
Yeah.
you had them all prepped.
No, it's not
I
that I
get
have
ready to
prep.
go.
I just messed
No,
with I just
it's
messed with
not
you.
that. It's just the fact that
Yeah, I agree.
when you really start thinking about it, like listening to what y'all saying, and you really start thinking about it, it's like, bro, you don't hear none of these other words rattled off. Like other cultures don't even have to have a derogatory name for themselves
Right.
because they all just use nigga.
Right. So look,
Yeah.
when on Menace to Society, I was saying MC8 said, "I'm going down to the corner store owned by the Japs." That was short for Japanese. That was, you know what I'm saying, from back in that.
Yeah.
They blanked that out. So the whole thing is motherfuck motherfuck nigga. I'm kill this nigga. I can do all of that, but I can't say I'm going to the store that they own and say that word. That just goes, and that song right there, that goes to show you everything you got to say. They said Locke say stack chips like Hebrews. That's not even a bad thing. That's just saying you stack your money, but you
Mhm.
can't say that word. But if you say we'll kill this nigga and shoot him and all that, F these niggas, we'll market that shit up and package it up and let
Yeah.
everybody do it, and it's okay. And we will never say anything about it. You
But
know
see
what I'm saying?
that right
That's,
there, what you saying, the fact that they can do that, that's what my problem is they can only do that because we accept that. You know
yep.
what I'm saying?
And
We
then
accept that.
That's another reason why I don't buy that shit no more like that. I can't buy it. None of them, all them rappers, I can't buy that shit because that's what it is. I
and
mean,
then on that
even
same
stuff I like.
side, like going back to the word faggot, right? Like how common was that word used? That word was used in music, movies, all of that shit.
Mm-hmm.
But
Everything.
that community, that LGBT plus or whatever, they made that shit such a fear point that motherfuckers won't dare to utter that shit.
But that's what I'm
Yep.
saying. Like today, when you see that shit, right? You got, the Wendy Williams situation just happened. The other shit just happened with D Wade and his kid, and all of this, and you see all these situations. But that fucking community, the LGBT,
TQ.
whatever the fuck, they that community stands the fuck up, and they don't tolerate that shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's my point. They come together and they do not tolerate that shit. It
Because,
also helps because they got a lot of undercover motherfuckers in position of power, but we won't talk about that.
but
What I'm
again, though,
saying,
look, you can't. That goes back to it because they're not making money off it.
I've definitely, of course, as you get older, you change and shit. You accept less bullshit, and that's one of the things that I've definitely kind of tried to skew away from. Because I mean, even around the house with my kids or whatever, I've used the word joke, always in a jokingly manner. I ain't never just outright call one of my kids a nigga. You know what I'm saying? It's just, but using it, jokingly or whatever. But I've definitely kind of shied away from that and tried to get away from that, like, period.
I've called mine a nigga before.
You know what I do?
He's
I
doing
ain't
some
using
nigga
that
shit.
word. I've not attached the color to it anymore.
Oh, so look, so let me ask you. So let me
So
ask you this question.
I related that word is my definition. Of that word is dumb, stupid motherfucker. So
But that it ties into what I wanted to ask both of y'all, going off of what y'all points were.
okay,
So, do you subscribe to the theory? I'll say that you do have niggas, and then you have
nigga had that long pause before he said.
I was just trying to put the shit together. The
He
question.
said,
He was waiting for the sensor to go ping.
he said, do you subscribe that we do have niggas?
Right.
I subscribe to the fact that there's definitely niggas in the fucking world, man.
Yeah.
Of all fucking races and all
colors, creeds, right? Yeah, all races,
niggas everywhere.
Yeah, the problem is that all races, but those other races better not say it because somebody gonna fight you. You know what I'm saying? Until we get it taken care of, then that's just what it is. That's a double standard.
But that's the other problem, though, is that all those other races, colors, and creeds now refer to themselves as niggas.
Yeah, and because I got a question for y'all.
It's a cool thing to do. Everybody wants to be there. I mean, that's the cool thing. They think it's cool. They see it in TV and news and freaking rap music all the time. So
my question is to you guys: how do you feel about people having friends, like African American dudes having friends of other races, and letting them say the word to them or say it in conversation? Because have y'all ever seen this clip right here of this battle rapper?
I ain't like these other battle rappers. They talk too much. Saying I can't use the N-word in this battle. My nigga, I just called you.
Even in that situation right there, I can't tell nobody else how to live their life. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I you know, if that's what their choice, that's their choice. Now, I will say this. I have actually had to address people of another race and tell them, if your friends are cool with you saying that shit to them and around them, that's on them. You can't fucking address me like that.
That's my problem with the video. Like, all right, the people he hang with cool with that. How did you know everybody in this room was gonna be cool with that? You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Like, and they wasn't, and you got punched in your shit.
You got punched in your shit. But see, that video also goes back to the fact of, bro, we can't stand up here and say, oh, we took the power from the word when this motherfucker is rapping and says it and get punched in his fucking face. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's the power right there. Power to punch.
Yeah, that's the power. You know what I mean?
So he said what he said. He got punched in the mouth. What's your argument? I said a word I shouldn't have got punched in the mouth. You led up to saying it, knowing it was controversial, and you got punched in the mouth for it. So
hey, I'm not gonna lie though, but even when I was younger and when I used to just throw the word around like that, there was certain black people who couldn't address me with that word. Like if I didn't really know you like that, no, you can't just call me that. It's like a really dumbass like moral ground to stand on, but you know, I did. I used to stand on that. Like you couldn't everybody just because you were black, you couldn't just address me with that word.
Like we let Latinos say it. Like if a Latino say it in a group full of black people, ain't nobody gonna say nothing. But this white dude say it, then it's gonna not no one, but you know, a majority of people. Cause
nobody
up north, all of them fucking Puerto Ricans.
Nobody cared when Jennifer Lopez was rapping and saying, you my ends, all that. She said it back to back trying to rap with Ja Rule. Ain't nobody say nothing.
Cause them motherfucking Latinos in New York say that shit for real.
I think nobody said nothing about J-Lo because nobody was listening.
All right, Malik, say some insightful shit to get us out the nigga shit.
Now it's time for my favorite part of the show. It is time for the Gaines Corner. Gaines Corner!
Animation.
This Gaines Corner could be summed up in the great words of Deke. We don't need his name. He bit a dick off. Gaines Corner, quick and to the point. This amateur soccer player in France, who we do not even know his name, got into a fight with another guy. So when somebody came in from the other team to break him up, he decided to bite this dude's dick. Requiring the man to get 12 stitches. You know how hard you got to bite somebody to get 12 stitches, son?
Bruh. He must not have seen no other way he could win this shit.
No, but look, that's the crazy thing. He's fighting this one guy. So the next time it comes in to break it up, Deke bites this dude's dick off.
No,
I
hey,
don't say off.
listen.
I don't say
No,
off. He
listen,
bit
listen,
required
listen.
12 stitches.
Bruh, do you know how committed you gotta be to bite them?
Or how desperate you gotta be.
Hey,
Like
me,
you gotta think shit is going all the way left.
Shit is
like,
going
there's no
all the
other
way left.
for me to
There's
get
no
out
other
of
way
this.
that I'm walking away
And
from
then
this.
from the other side, what do you do, man, when you in a fight? Like you're like, all right, fuck this motherfucker. You out here swinging and realize like this motherfucker is latched on to your
Yeah.
and he is
with his
fucking
mouth.
biting.
Yeah, he is
Like,
biting.
Bro, like,
This motherfucker is breaking all the rules, right?
when I was
No,
going over
all the
this with the
rules.
wife, right? So I'm looking at this, and she looks at me, and she's like, so how did that even happen? Like, and I'm thinking, like, so what position you got to come in to break up a fight? And before you know it, you got a head on your penis. Like, how did that
Yeah,
happen? And that ain't 0 to 100.
bruh, that shit is crazy. That shit is
Dog.
crazy.
That's 0 to 100.
That's what I'm saying. Like his dick realized he was in trouble before he did.
He's like, bruh, this motherfucker is clamping down.
Right,
I
like,
think he's clamping, bruh. Like,
hey,
we need
hey,
to retreat.
hey, gang,
Well,
hey, his dick said shit real, bro.
hey,
Shit got
hey,
real
hey,
out here.
hey, his dick look like Deke outfit. That shit look real. It's hard out there in the streets right quick, man.
Hey,
Dog.
but dog, for real, man, let's talk about this for both sides. Like, at what point of desperation are you in to where you like, bruh, okay, this shit ain't going my way. Like, I'm gonna bite this motherfucker's dick, man.
I ain't gonna lie.
Like,
I ain't gonna lie.
I'm on
This-
the floor and these motherfuckers on me. Like, I gotta get this motherfucker off.
But that's the thing. He said he was breaking the fight up. So if you come in to break the fight up,
He don't know that though. He's in a fight with this dude. He just sees the dude's teammate coming
I'm
up on
sorry.
him.
Hey, I'm sorry. If we on the field and it's 11 of us on this field, right? And I'm in the fight and I got somebody else coming from the other team to jump on me, I'm gonna have more faith, or I should have more faith. He should have had more faith in at least one other person helping him before he had to go to the bite dick move.
Yeah.
Like that's when you went to that, like you went to that way too quick. Like,
But
you know what
see,
I'm saying?
right.
That's
So
a-
that shit got there too fast.
That's a
another
desperation
perspective
move.
though. That's another perspective we got
Oh,
to cover.
man.
Like, what do
No.
you do if you
No.
his teammate and you
No.
look, you like, oh shit, Jimmy over there fighting. Let me run. Bro, is Jimmy biting that nigga's dick?
At the point of the fight where Jimmy's head went into another man's crotch with his mouth open, at that point, you know what? All bets are off. Jimmy was Jimmy was on a whole new level. What that? No, that
Hey,
head.
and you know, like the first person who was at it over there was like confused. He thought this motherfucker was doing wrestling moves and some shit. Like, oh shit, he about to pedigree the shit out of Jimmy. You know what I'm saying? Like, but wait a minute, hold on. Wait a minute,
Jimmy
hold
is
on.
fucking
Oh,
clamp.
Jimmy's got a clamp. Listen, there are no two sides to this story. There's only one side in this whole story, and that's the side of the dick, man. The dick was innocent fucking bystander.
The dick had nothing to do with that
The
shit,
dick
man.
had nothing to do with this shit, man. And got violated, bro. Like, what the fuck? The fuck?
Damn.
Hey,
Dog.
the last thing the dick saw in the bathroom,
Oh.
everything was cool. Next thing when he got pulled out, he get bit. Like,
Dog. Dog. Y'all imagine the conversation in the locker room, bro, on his team. He like, bro, did you see that shit? Bro, he really bit that nigga.
He really bit, bro.
He like, bro, did he really do it? Bro, I was right there. I seen that shit, bro. He bit that motherfucking dick.
What
man.
color flag you throw for that? Like, they got yellow and red.
No.
The whole other card.
No, I do you one better. How does the conversation go in the coach's office the next day? When he got to talk to Jimmy, and now he's like, you know, so Jimmy, I mean, you have to explain why'd you bite his dick. You know what I mean? Like, what the fuck, man?
What is
Like,
Jimmy gonna say, man?
Jimmy walked back in the locker room for the first time after goddamn after doing this shit, right? And you know there's always that one asshole on the team. So when Jimmy comes back in the locker room their first day back, you know it's always one motherfucker. Oh shit! You know.
Yeah. Hey, look.
Jimmy was like that zombie on the Z Nation. Well, not Z Nation. That shit World War Z. That they like.
And you know You know how them stories go over time. The next season, they're going to be in the locker room. There's going to be a new motherfucker on the team. He going to talk that shit. He going to be like, man, I can't stand Jimmy, man. He going to be like, whoa, don't say that shit. Don't fuck with that motherfucker over there, man.
What's the next game they go out and all the fans do like this? Oh, like the little chomp, like the bread shit. I mean the Florida Gator shit, the little chomp. You doing the chomp.
But Buddy is now suspended for fucking 5 years, man. From MLS.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. Buddy is suspended for 5 years for allowing Jimmy to bite his fucking dick off on the field, man.
No, Jimmy has been suspended for 5 years. For biting
Jimmy got a few swipe rights on Tinder after that night, huh?
that motherfucker got a few swipes on Grindr. That's some fucking determination, boy. Like
like, do you realize the focus and the determination that you have to have, bro, to bite a motherfucking dick? I'm just gonna take the L, me personally.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna take the L.
No. Hey, you know what? That's called going out on your shield, right there. That's what that's called. You want to go out on your shield?
Hey, look. That's why Buddy went out on his shield. Goddamn it, he did everything he could possibly do.
He went out on a sword, not a shield.
That motherfucker went above and beyond.
He went out on a sword, not a shield. There's a difference.
Hey, look, I don't know if he lost the fight after that shit.
He bit the sword.
That motherfucker might have won after that shit, but.
Hey, Fred, sometimes when you win, you actually lose.
Hey. Yeah. Jimmy definitely lost this. Even though he won, he lost. Like,
that motherfucker's forever known as the dude out here biting dicks, man. Hey, I can tell y'all a funny fucking story from back in the day. Y'all know how it is. Like, when you playing football, it's some crazy shit happens in the pile sometimes.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So we was playing this team called Kentucky State. And the running back came through the hole, and we hit him, we tackled him, we all piled up right there. And so we jump up, and one of my homeboys he was the first on the hit. He made the tackle. We all just came in clean up. So when he got up, the running back on the floor, that motherfucker looked up at all this. He said, man, which one of y'all motherfuckers grabbed my dick? And he was looking dead at my homeboy. And he jumped up, he looked around up, he said, well, I didn't do it. So one of the running back linemen, he said, man, y'all niggas gay as hell for grabbing his dick. And my other homeboy was like, didn't nobody grab his dick?
Now y'all arguing that shit on the field, nigga.
Arguing that shit on the field, literally. Bro, didn't nobody grab his dick. Like, he's fucking lying.
Y'all ain't committed. You gotta be committed like Jimmy.
Gaines, appreciate that corner, man. Asshole of the week for this week is going to go to all the dads who teach their kids Black history only during February, and whenever they teach Black history, it's always Martin Luther King, Malcolm X, and Soulja Boy. Congratulations to y'all, Mo.
What's Soulja Boy again, man?
What the fuck wrong with them dudes?
Soulja Boy, is that amigo Soulja Boy?
Soulja had the biggest comeback in 2019, man.
He did though for like a month. He did.
Yeah. I bet you Sonny won't ask that motherfucker from the soccer field to give up his addies. I bet you won't ask that.
Shit.
Yeah.
Oh my fucking gosh, man. Hey, Deacon, tell them where they can find you on the internet, man.
The damn Deacon44 on Instagram, still not fucking with Twitter.
Gaines, where you at?
G Gaines, man. Staying away from people that bite dicks, I guess.
What the fuck, man?
I don't know, man.
Hey, man. If you want to comment, send us any inquiries on the show. You can hit us up, awopodcast@gmail.com. When you watch this, listen to us on the podcast platforms. Make sure that you download, rate, comment, like, subscribe, all that good stuff. You can catch me on Instagram @SunnySoundCasm. Catch me on Twitter @CasmSound. We are also on Instagram @AWO Podcast. Fellas, you got anything else?
Nah, man, that's it. I think we covered a lot today.
Yeah, good to be back. Good episode. Good shit, man. Good shit. All right. Well, opinions are like assholes. We just some assholes with opinions. Appreciate it.
Keep your dicks and chins safe.
That's the motto of the episode.
Bro, that's the most random shit right there.